Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody is doing good. Look, she has makeup on. She doesn't put makeup on too much, but she has makeup on. Anyway, today I have my iPhone 10, iPhone X.
I have one too.
Whatever you want to call it. And this is going to be like my initial review. This is going to be my initial review of this phone and see how it does throughout the day. Talking about like battery life, how reliable Face ID is with like glasses on or no glasses, different types of sunlights and like darkness. So far it's been really good, but we're just going to see how it holds up throughout the entire day. And most of this vlog is going to be filmed with the iPhone 10, except for right now. Throughout this vlog, I'll specify which camera is being used right there in that corner, like somewhere generally around there. So if it's this camera, which is the Canon 70D, you'll see it right there. And then when it's the iPhone, you'll see the iPhone. And then I might use a little bit of the drone. I'll also label which drone it is. But yeah, right now we're gonna head, it's like an hour drive, and we're gonna go to this park because it's fall and it's like a really pretty fall park. So we'll go see how the iPhone camera does with all the pretty colors and the dynamic range. So we'll see you guys when we get there. This is the front-facing camera. It's only 1080p still. Waiting for the day Apple finally like optically stabilizes this front camera just like they do with the back camera. On this iPhone X or the iPhone 10, whatever you want to call it, this is gonna be, we're gonna keep getting it confused. Either or, both of these lenses on the back, the wide and the telephoto lens, are both optically stabilized. So it should help out. Right now, stopping for some gas. And then we're gonna get back on the road. Oh, look at that. It doesn't wanna, oh, there we go. Hesitation. And actually, before we continue driving, we're gonna get something to eat really quick because we're both kind of hungry.
Not yet. Soon. Do you want marinara and cheese sauce?
So I guess we're getting pretzels. Look how good these pretzels look. It's the pizza pretzels, and those are the regular pretzels. Finished our pretzels, and now we're back on the road. We have about 45 minutes left. So we'll be there soon. Look at this. She completely already got out. Look at her. Just got out on her own. Doesn't even care about me. Doesn't even care about me. Nope. Doesn't even care about me. Last time we were here was almost exactly a year ago, right?
Just about.
Just about. One of my favorite things about this park is like this wooden staircase. But this wooden railing is so nice. Look at it. I find myself saying, look at it, or look at that, all the time in my vlogs. I gotta stop that. Also, completely forgot to mention, this vlog is gonna be posted in 4K. So if you're not watching it in 4K, make sure you're watching it in 4K so you can see the true quality of these back cameras in the new 4K 60 frames a second. Look how smooth it is. You can do some slow motion now that it's 60 frames a second too, like throw that leaf in the air. Slow-mo. So far on this phone is still at 100 because while we were driving here I had it charging while we were using the GPS. So intensive camera use from now on, I want to see how much battery goes down. We're at 100 right now. We'll see how much goes down when we leave here. It's all camera right here. All camera. Look how pretty that is. Look at all the colors. This little bridge. I'm gonna include some pictures too scattered throughout this so you guys can see the quality of the pictures. Also, I'm gonna be comparing the portrait mode from the phone, comparing this. This is a Canon 70D, and then just see if you guys can tell the difference. I'm gonna put both pictures side by side. I just tried a super close-up shot of Fran's hand with the portrait mode, comparing to this with this zoom lens. Not really a good comparison, but just so you guys can see, I'm gonna put it in right now. You guys can see that on the iPhone picture, you can't really get as close as you can with this lens. You can't really get that kind of angle, but so far the portrait mode has been pretty good. All that grass right there was really muddy. When you step in it, it's like just tried another close-up with the portrait mode using a pine cone, and for some reason it's just not coming out good at all. It keeps focusing to her hand. I tried 3 different times and this is what I'm getting. this is blurry. Her hand's in focus. The second one, same thing. And the third one, just, I don't know what was going on there. But her hand's nice in focus. I don't know why I couldn't focus there. So far, portrait mode, it looks good and it's nice to have on the phone, but it's not like 100% reliable. For a person, it's really good though, but for if you want to get those close-up shots of like an object with a blurred background, not 100% reliable.
Flies off and it finds moisture in the ground and it grows.
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
Uh-huh. Got a little tree hugger on my hands right here. She's talking about this and that. I want to try out the zooming on this camera because my other iPhone, I didn't have portrait mode, I didn't have that second lens, so I want to see how good the zooming is on this and if it really holds the quality as good. Let's try it. So this is normal, no zoom. There's Fran. Now this is, that's 2x zoom right there. Everything's at 2x. It should be pretty smooth too because the second lens is still optically stabilized. And now we're gonna go all the way to 3x.
That's too close?
No, it's not close. This is my big camera at 1080p, 30 frames a second. This one actually has a really good zoom because I have that zoom lens on there, so. That's Fran. This is a zoom everywhere else. Now let's see how the colors look comparing both of them, just like normal pictures. Nothing with the bokeh effect, which is that blur effect, just some normal pictures. One thing that is a lot better than this camera, and I'm actually pretty shocked about, is the dynamic range. I just took a picture of this scenery, and on the iPhone, it came out perfect. Like literally perfect. Like, you see this? You can see the dark and the sky perfect without the sky being washed out at all. And then on this camera, this is how they came out. You can see the darkness pretty good, but then the sky is just washed out and not as nice and blue as the iPhone. So the iPhone has a lot better dynamic range. I love all the railings that are like this. It's so cool. It makes you feel tall.
Yeah.
That's because you're just super short. And how's the microphone too? I don't know if they improved it or not, but the microphone on the 7 really wasn't that good. I hated vlogging with it because it would just get way too much noise. Nice. That's enough pictures for now. But I'm gonna do like a little fall edit, and it's gonna be mostly filmed on this iPhone, but maybe some with this. And just so you can know what camera's being used, keep an eye on that bottom corner and you'll see what camera's being used for that specific shot. So let's make a little edit now. And most of that was filmed on this phone right here. I think everything looks pretty good, but you guys have seen it already. I'm only looking at it from the phone. So far, it looked good though. We've been here for about an hour and a half, and I was using this phone non-stop with the camera. Our GPS has been being used in the background. I've been texting, a little bit of Snapchat, mostly camera though, and it's at 77%. So I think the battery has been pretty good, at least with like intensive camera use. But that's it for like the portrait mode and video. And now I think we're just gonna walk around a little bit, enjoy this park without having to worry about the phone. The next time I see you will be in the car, so. And we're back at the car, just like that. I always say just like that, so retake. And we're back at the car, had a great time. Actually, it was pretty cold. So, I mean, it was fun, but it was cold. Look, feel my hands.
I know.
So far, what I see from looking at my footage on the actual phone screen, it looks pretty good. You guys are seeing it on whatever screen, but I can't wait to get home and look at it and see if it's half as good as what it looks like on this screen, because it looks really good, so I'm impressed. We leave, check out this little slow motion montage of the car. All filmed on the iPhone. Hope you like that little slow-mo montage. I don't know, I was just bored and I was like messing with the camera looking at it. I was like, this looks pretty good. So I just made a little montage while we were just sitting here. But anyway, after I put the cameras down and we just walked around and hung out, we were here for about another hour. So total we were here for about 3 hours, and the battery is now at like 62%. Last time I checked it was at 77%, but even when we were walking around, I was still like on my phone a lot. So this battery so far has been okay, but now I'm gonna use GPS on the way home, and it would probably last. It's at 62%, so it definitely would last using GPS on the way back home. But we're in the car, so I'm gonna charge it like I always normally do. So let's go home. And we're home. Overall thoughts of the iPhone 10. Fantastic camera, such an improvement over any other iPhone. Battery life is great. If you're coming from a 6, 7, or even the new 8, this iPhone 10 gets you an extra 2 hours. This is noticeably the heaviest iPhone ever to be made. If you're coming from one of the smaller ones, you'll definitely notice this difference. Haven't had the chance to use wireless charging, but Face ID is definitely satisfactory for replacing Touch ID. It worked every time we wanted it to work, whether we had sunglasses on or off, in direct sunlight, in the shade, or in the dark. Face ID just worked. But I hope you guys enjoyed this real day in the life with the iPhone 10, comparing it to my big DSLR, the Canon 70D. I will see you guys soon.